A broke musician thumbs across country to L.A., takes on the identity, wallet, and car of a man who accidentally dies after giving him a ride, and runs into the buzzsaw of fate in the form of a woman from hell.
Near the airport at Desert Center, I pulled up for water. There was a woman. Hey, you! Come on if you want to ride.
If there's one thing that puts Edgar G. Ulmer's low-budget gem of a film noir above most others in that category, it is the character of Vera.
He was young, not more than 24. Man, she looked as if she'd just been thrown off the crummiest freight train in the world.
One of the all-time best bad girl femme fatales, actress Anne Savage managed a complete metamorphosis into a hard-edged, mean-spirited, irredeemable tramp, while retaining the allure of her normally great beauty hidden under layers of angry malevolence.
How far did you say you were going?
Los Angeles?
L.A.? L.A.'s good enough for me, mister.
That's what I was afraid of.
What'd you say?
Oh, nothing, just thinking out loud.
People get in trouble for doing that.
What's your name?
You can call me Vera if you like.
You live in Los Angeles?
No.
Where are you coming from?
Oh, back there.
Needles?
No.
Oh, sure, Phoenix. You look just like a Phoenix girl.
Are the girls in Phoenix that bad?
She doesn't show up until halfway through the ultra-short 64-minute running time, but once she does, she owns every scene as much as he owns the poor sap, played by Tom Neal.
No business of mine.
Where did you leave his body? Where did you leave the owner of this car? You're not fooling anyone. This buggy belongs to a guy named Haskell. That's not you, mister.
You're out of your mind. That's my name, Charles Haskell. I can prove it. It's my driver's
Save
license.
yourself the trouble, mister. Having Haskell's wallet only makes it worse. It just so happens I rode with Charlie Haskell, all the way from Louisiana. He picked me up outside of Shreveport.
You rode?
You heard me.
Then it all came back to me. All the talk about dueling and scars and scratches. There was no doubt about it. Vera must be the woman Haskell had mentioned. She must have passed me while I slept.
Well, I'm waiting.
My goose was cooked. She had me.
Sure. But life's like a ball game. You gotta take a swing at whatever comes along before you wake up and find it's the ninth inning.
I bet you read that somewhere.
Shot mostly in front of process screens for all of the driving scenes, and there's a lot of them, and on cheap bare-bones sets, the film weaves a spell of sleazy fascination that only deepens the desperation and fatal charm of the low-rent world in which the story takes place.
You're lucky to be alive. Why, suppose Haskell had pulled open your door. You'd be playing a harp now. Think of that.
You think of it. I'm tired of thinking.
There's plenty of people dying this minute. I would give anything to trade places with you. I know what I'm talking about.
I'm not so sure. At least they know they're done for. They don't have to sweat blood wondering if they are.
Your philosophy stinks, pal. Eat.
I'm not hungry. And I won't do it.
It's not as tough as it sounds. Remember, you've got all kinds of identification. His car, letters, license.
I could never get away with it. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
The old boy has scads of dough. Look in the paper there. Personal fortune assessed at over $15 million. He'll leave plenty, I tell you.
Maybe he cut off his son. How do we know? It's out, Vera. I won't have anything to do with it.
I think you will.
Look, Vera, I'll do anything within reason. But not that. So forget it. Find yourself another stooge.
You sap. You'll be fixed for the rest of your life as Charlie Haskell. You can take your inheritance and go away. No more worrying about the rent, no sweating, scheming, wondering where your next meal's coming from. Think about that, Roberts.
Vera, please, you're talking too loud. I could burn clothes and hide bottles for the next 5 years. There'd always be witnesses. The landlady, for one. She could identify me. The car dealer, the waitress in the drive-in, the girl in the dress shop, and that guy in the liquor store.
We are never in doubt that all will end badly, and are not surprised when Vera accidentally meets her end in a crummy hotel room after a drunken row, leaving her defeated and destroyed victim to wander off helplessly, awaiting his doom and for fate to drop the other shoe.
Knew it. Felt it. I was like a guy suffering from shock. Things were whirling around in my head. I couldn't make myself think right. All I could think of was the guy with the saxophone and what he was playing. It wasn't a love song anymore. It was a dirge. Someday a car will stop to pick me up that I never thumbed. Yes. Fate, or some mysterious force, can put the finger on you or me for no good reason at all.
Hey everybody, this is Tom at Flixin5. Thanks for watching. Give us a like and hit the subscribe button, please. Also, leave a comment and let us know what you think.